Hello.
Hello, Reis.
Hello.
I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sam.
Oh, okay. Okay, good deal.
I can hear Sam good, but Kyle is very quiet.
I did switch out my
I
mic,
can.
by the way. I determined that the mic I used last weekend was a little too potatoy.
Kyle sounds like a tiny little voice in the very back of my brain. You know, the one that tells you to jump off a cliff when you're standing at the edge? That's what Kyle sounds like right now.
There you go.
Do it.
Just like, do it, do it, do
Do
it,
it. The
do it,
wingsuit
do
totally
it,
works,
do it.
even though it's made out of tarp. Ignore that.
The
Kyle,
mechanics were wrong. It's fine to fly.
Kyle is getting quieter.
Okay.
His voice
They don't
just
know
gets
what they're talking.
farther and farther away.
They don't know what they're talking about.
How's this? Does this work?
It's slightly better.
Slightly better, really?
Slightly.
Well, that's kind of a bruh moment. You know what? It's not perfect, but it's a bit. This setup is a bit weird, but you know what? It's with the
Bold of you to
Midwest,
assume. I mean,
and
bold of you to assume anything we do is even remotely professional.
yeah, we tried to be professional in the with the Midwest reboot, and then in post I realized just how much of a potato that mic I bought sounds. So I'll keep it around just in case I want to do a meme.
Which is so funny to me because you're the one with all of the technical know-how and the setting. You do go through all the process of setting it up. I just plugged a mic into my laptop and just started recording. I was like, screw it. It is what it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
The cat's more professional than us.
He is. Well, what's been going on with you, Sam? Because we haven't talked much.
Yeah, I've. Oh, it's it's been kind of crazy. Like
Oh yeah.
work and
Anything podcast worthy? I haven't said the intro yet.
uh, not particularly. I know it's Reese's birthday in like a week, less than a week
Yeah,
now.
week in it. 2 weeks about. Yeah.
2 weeks? Well, what is it? The 15th or the 12th?
18th.
18th? What?
That's
I
right.
thought. No wonder I thought it was for a while there. I thought it was the 8th, but then I'm like, no, it's not the 8th. I was like, okay, maybe it's the 12th. Okay,
You
good
should just
deal.
if you just text me like every day of August, eventually you'll be right, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like happy birthday. Oh no, no, no. Happy birthday. Oh no, no, no.
Happy birthday. Nope,
yeah.
nope, nope, nope.
No, wrong day, buddy. Wrong day.
Wrong day, wrong day. Nice
Uh,
try, nice try. You'll get it next time. You'll
Picked the
get it next time.
wrong day, buddy.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that
You're
guy.
not that guy. You're not that guy. It's not that day, pal. It's not that day.
Mm,
Oh man.
but, yeah, I mean, yeah, really not much. I mean, just trying to get a house eventually, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, as far as stuff that I would put online, not much.
As far as stuff that
Uh,
I want everyone else to know, not
yeah.
really. Yeah.
Uh, I hate Jeff Bezos. I don't know. Is that something? Uh,
That's. I mean, it's not exactly new news, but it is noteworthy.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Uh, the largest farm landowner in the U.S. is Bill Gates, and I don't like him either. So that's a fun
No.
fact for you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fun fact for you. That's some shady business going on right there. What the heck is that all about?
Mm-hmm.
That and the whole lab-grown meat fiasco when they're trying to enter that into circulation without labeling it, which is great.
wait,
You
without
haven't heard about
labeling it,
that? They're
they
trying to
wanted.
get they're trying to get lab-grown meat put into circulation without having to label it specifically as lab-grown meat.
Oh,
Yeah. Not a fan of that. Not a fan. So you have to be super aware of like so basically anything that doesn't say grass fed on it or something like that could potentially be lab grown meat. I don't think that's happening yet, but they're trying to get that to be the case.
Ugh,
So
that's
yeah,
really gross. Not gonna lie.
it is. I don't care if it's technically the same genetic makeup. I don't want it. I don't want to be eating something that was grown in a lab to be meat. It's just so wrong on so many levels.
You know
It's
what?
like here's a petri dish. This will be your
I'll be a T-bone
burger in about a
someday.
week.
I'll be a T-bone someday. I swear.
Oh yeah, no, what you're talking about? That's crazy. Soylent Green is not a movie that is at all relevant to our modern society. What are you talking about?
Wait, what movie?
Soylent Green?
Oh,
You never heard of that classic sci-fi where the government basically produces this perfectly nutritious food that replaces all other forms of food and everybody's eating it and then one guy uncovers the conspiracy that it's made of people.
oh.
Yeah.
I was
They do the
thinking
same
of the.
thing in Wall-E.
Well, pretty much,
Pretty much.
just without actually saying it.
Everything's in a cup.
Yeah, everything is a
What was?
cup. I mean,
What was?
wasn't that like the film theory or game theory guy
Yeah,
that
yeah,
said
it's a
that
film theory
the
guy.
smoothies are people?
What's the movie? Is it Snowpiercer or whatever with the cockroach bar?
Oh yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that
where
one.
they have the protein bars or whatever, the protein
Like,
bricks, and
All
it's
made
just
out of chocolate.
cockroaches.
That's
Yeah,
disgusting. That's nasty.
it is vile.
or was it like or crickets or something? I don't know. Either way, but they were like
I mean, it was insects,
crickets,
which
crickets.
is not. Oh, you should stop eating meat. Eat crickets.
They
That's
have way
like
more
that was the
protein. I'm
first
like,
thing
I
I
don't care
thought
if they have
of.
way more protein. I ain't eating no damn bugs.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of when the government was like, "Oh yeah, crickets are actually an excellent source of protein and probably better than meat, so we should all eat crickets." I was like, "The Snowpiercer was the first thing I thought of," and I was like, "That's disgusting. No, I'm good."
Yeah.
Also, crickets. I don't know if you guys know this, but crickets are like just plumb full of parasites, so that's a whole other thing. That crickets are the rats of the insect world. They're disgusting.
That's why you feed them to the bearded dragons and the green anole lizards of the world.
Yes, the animals whose digestive tracts are designed to
Yeah.
deal with all that crap.
Everyone get a bearded dragon. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm saving myself from having to eat crickets. uh, let's see here. I am hungry, so I'm going to order some food quick because I don't have anything lying around right now.
Is me eating this apple making you hungry?
It was the crickets, honestly. The crickets made me really hungry.
That's what did it.
That's
what did it.
Yeah.
It did me. We started talking about parasite infested crickets, and I just, oh man, my stomach just started growling.
Oh man, yeah.
I didn't eat lunch yet, so I am kind of hungry, but not like it. You ruined lunch for me. My day is ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable.
Let's see. All right, boys. Honey mustard sauce or honey barbecue sauce for my chicken?
Ooh.
Both.
All
right.
Yeah.
Can I hear you again?
Honey
Reese
mustard
says,
or honey
I
barbecue
can say
sauce.
I'm getting a spicy chicken sandwich with nuggets from KFC because it's
KFC. I haven't had KFC in ever. Have I
me
ever had
me
KFC?
neither. I haven't had it in a long time either, and it looked good. So, but it's either honey barbecue sauce for my nuggets or honey mustard sauce for my nuggets.
Huh.
And I'm kind of leaning towards honey barbecue because that sounds really good.
Okay.
mm,
Mm.
mm.
I'm gonna do honey barbecue. Honey barbecue it is.
I'm kind of like, what do I want to eat? Dang.
You've got a few joints in your area, don't you, Sam?
Uh, fair and decently enough. Have you guys ever heard of Runza?
No.
I have
That's a
not.
fast food chain down here where it's like you get like a Subway sandwich style bread tube and they fill it up with like hamburger stuff, hamburger
Ugh.
pop.
A bread tube.
I don't know how else to say it.
What in the United States of America
Hollowed out
is that
stuff.
thing?
A hollowed out stuff.
Oh, come on, Kyle. That's easily one of the least weird foods America has developed. It's just a sandwich, just
Strangely enough,
tubular. Come
I
on.
have to believe that.
We we're the country that not only invented the Twinkie but decided then to deep fat fry it. I mean,
It just what
a bread tube is not that far fetched.
the atrocities that we've committed with bread.
I mean, America simultaneously commits numerous food war crimes and develops the best stuff you've ever tasted. So, I culinary crimes. I don't know what you would call that,
Culinary crimes.
but
That's what I'm calling them.
America is responsible for creating some of the best food you ever taste and some of the worst food that has ever been conceived. We still eat both, but we got to be champions in all departments. So
Yeah.
we got to be the
We gotta
best
be
and
number
the
one in
worst.
everything, including the bad stuff.
America stays winning in all aspects of life, including the worst parts of it.
We the best country.
Oh man.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the With the Midwest podcast Discord edition.
Oh yeah, I guess we have to do an intro, don't we?
Yeah.
No, I mean we don't
Okay.
have to.
No, we don't. We're like
We've probably
halfway
the
through
videos.
already, and now we do the
I mean,
intro.
the video's probably been going on for 10 to 15 minutes already.
Yeah,
So you know,
this is just how we roll, guys.
we do our
Yeah, I'm trying to get
we
food.
love our mid video intros.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to stuff chicken down me gullet.
Oh man, I'm just waiting for mine to show up, but that sounds really good.
I've decided on
Amateurs.
B-dubs.
What was that?
Amateurs. I just got my food together before starting the call.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good for you, but I walked into my house 10 minutes ago and you guys were already on the call when that happened, so I didn't
you
have time.
leftovers in the fridge?
No!
Slap
I said
something
this. That's
together.
why I'm ordering food. I finished my leftovers. That's what the weekend is for. The weekend is when my food runs out, so I go get groceries.
You're telling me you don't spend Thursday or Friday nights cooking for the weekend?
No, my weekends are not that well thought out. The weekends are when my brain turns off, so I don't prep at all for the weekend or do anything.
Rachel's job.
No. Yeah, Rachel. You heard the man. Where's this food?
If she watches this, I'm dead.
Oh
I'm a
man.
dead man walking. So
Just so you know,
Just so
Rachel,
you know, if I disappear.
Rachel, if you are watching this, he's 100% serious. Okay.
No. We not do that. No.
As
Hey, this stupid cat. This stupid cat is chewing on my shoes. No. Hey, where'd you go?
I was at Alec Cabrera's the other day, and their cat Louie is so weird. He was over scratching at the door, and they were like, "Oh, maybe he's got to use the restroom or something." Blah blah blah. And then he proceeds to walk over to my shoe and just throws up in it.
Yeah, that sounds
He
about
was
right.
like looking around, super nonchalant, sees my shoe, sniffs it, and he's like, "Yeah, this'll do." I don't understand cats. It's like cats deliberately find the worst places to do that kind of stuff. They're like, you know what? The bed where I frequently see my humans sleeping. This seems like the perfect place to just pee everywhere. I don't get cats, but
This is why I don't allow Burpy in my room. Burpy
allow
is
his name is
Who?
his name is Burpy.
Yes, Burpy.
Is that a cat?
Yes.
I've never heard the cat's name before. His name is Burpy. That's amazing.
Yes, that's her name, and yeah, she's okay. So for anyone who hasn't seen Burpy before, you'll see pictures on the screen now. She's a big, fat, freaking chunker, and yeah, that's it.
As all good house cats are.
Yeah.
Burpy, I love it. I absolutely love it.
See if I can pull up. See if I can find a picture of Burpy, and I'll send it in the chat for you guys. How you pronounce her name? Birpy.
Burpy.
Burpy.
Exactly how it sounds.
Mm-hmm. I didn't name her, by the way. So you know.
Oh, I mean, you should just say that you did, because I'd be proud of that name. That's a great name for a cat. I love how you've probably seen the memes about like the differences between naming a dog and naming a cat.
Uh-huh.
How people will be like, "Oh yeah, we named the dog like, oh, it's Chester or Buster or
Right.
Spot or something," and then cats are just like, "Oh yeah, this is Bong Water."
Yeah.
No.
People don't give a crap about their cats' names, and it's the best.
It's yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, this is my cat, Dunce, and he's an idiot. Oh my gosh, that picture. She's more squishy than the couch cushion.
That's probably because the cushions are older than the cat.
Yeah, that's fair. Wow.
Well, like, yeah, we've gone full on bachelor pad, you know.
Oh yeah, there was my neighbors have some chairs. I'm actually looking at them right now that are setting out on their driveway, and there's like two recliners, and I legitimately was considering just like, oh, I could just go grab two recliners right now, but
Free.
it's currently raining on those recliners, so I don't think I'm gonna want them anymore.
That's the thing, you know, yeah, at least have the courtesy to put a tarp over it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
I
you
mean,
can, you know, hide all the history of the couch at the same time.
You put a free sign over a tarp that's covering a recliner. The tarp gets taken out of the recliner.
yeah, exactly. They're like, oh man, this is a nice
Free
tarp.
tarp.
This tarp's awesome. This is quality. What is this triple weave? Let's go.
No holes in the tarp. It's free. Dude, this guy's an idiot.
This is a good tarp. You know, a little duct tape. This thing would be perfect. I could use this to cover up my sofa.
Just get a giant roll of flex tape, which is probably more expensive than the couch and the tarp combined.
Exactly. Well, I've definitely seen that. Like people will cover up the furniture to keep it good, you know, with stuff that's worth more than the furniture itself. And
Right.
it's like, okay, well, yeah, I'll take the tarp if you're offering. Uh, it's a shame though, because like one of them is a decent like fabric one. They have like a kitchen chair out there, and then like a leather recliner. The leather one, I don't know. I might have to look at it because the leather one will at least last better in the rain than the other ones. But I don't know. We'll see. I do need to have some standards for myself, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, but could you imagine having a leather recliner in my office? I could. I have a legitimate office chair, but could you imagine putting a recliner in here instead? That's like next level comfort for
Yeah.
my unnecessary comfort for my office. That'd be awesome.
That's a whole nother
A
level.
whole nother level.
Yeah.
Taking it to the extreme. Oh,
Why is it gonna take him 20 minutes to get me beat up? What the heck?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
It
surely
depends,
not
you know,
not that many Nebraskans have just put in their order at the same time, right?
They're currently backed up by 500,000. It's like, oh, dude. I mean, we're gonna be catching up with these orders for the next month.
Everyone in Omaha
no way.
simultaneously decided to put in an order.
Yeah.
It was probably like
at
a
the
crew of
hours away in Norfolk.
Yeah.
there was like a party of like 500 people, and instead of putting in one order, they've all put in their orders separately.
Yeah.
Their website is currently crashing.
They're doing a Ticketmaster stress test.
All right, we're doing your annual stress test to see how well you guys perform under pressure. 600 orders at once. Go. It's like, dude, we just hired 7 high schoolers to replace our normal staff. Oh, we're gonna die.
Yeah, post-pandemic employment, am I right?
Oh man. I was in a restaurant the other day and they had a kid who looked like he was 15 preparing food, which is wild to me. I don't
Yeah,
they're so desperate to get people that they'll hire just children.
that's that's kind of a problem we're having with our work right now. Is we're getting the shittiest drivers possible.
Oh dear.
Crappy dudes.
Everyone who can, you can drive a Nissan Altima. Here, drive our truck.
Do you know what a
Right.
car is? Here you
And
go.
he made the
You're
mistake of hiring.
hired.
My boss has made the mistake of hiring people who don't have their CDLs yet, and then
Uh,
like this one dude who had a California license plate, by the way.
It's a no-go.
he
No,
uh
bad
failed
idea.
the written test 7 times before they let it go,
oh man. Speaking
and
of
he stayed on for like
California,
a month, like just making money by riding along with people,
oh man.
jumping
Speak,
for them. So I don't know, kind of like it. Yeah,
speaking
but
of
it was
speaking
fun.
of California and cars, did you guys hear about the situation in California with the electric cars again?
No, I
I
did
don't know.
not.
So there's been such a crazy heat wave in California that the local government's like, hey, we need people to stop charging your electric cars because our grid cannot handle you charging your cars and running your air conditioning. So we need you to only run your air conditioning because we can't charge the electric cars anymore because our grid keeps crashing,
Makes sense. Makes
which is terrible. But oh man, it's like I you saw it coming up from a mile away.
I mean, granted, like, when was the last time California did a major overhaul of their energy infrastructure?
I mean, of their infrastructure, it's been years. In
Yeah,
terms of their
like,
policies, it's been nothing but that, and that's what's kind of running it into the ground.
it's the same tools, but they keep on making up all these different rules.
Because I mean, you can't just like, regardless of your politics, you can't just go from saying, "Hey, uh, you can't just tell people, hey, you have to get rid of all of your gas cars because we're not going to let people use those anymore. We're going to really lean into only allowing electric vehicles and then not change anything about your electrical grid to accommodate that because they didn't. They just said, hey, everybody should use electrical vehicles. Everybody should do that because it's better for the environment and blah, blah, blah. We're not going to sell any gas generators or anything. Da, 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 da. And then they didn't overhaul the grid at all, and now it's crashing every 2 weeks, and they wonder why, and it's just a disaster.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Oh
shame.
boy,
California it's a beautiful state. It's just poorly run.
very poorly run. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's
Very.
the thing. Well, a lot of these places that are just suffering terribly right now has nothing to do with like the state itself. The state itself is pleasant, but the policies and everybody running it is destroying it.
Yeah,
It's
I,
terrible.
I also happen to be a big enjoyer of the natural beauty of New York City.
Oh yeah, I mean, see that's the thing. Like if I were to visit New York, I would go anywhere except the city. That's that's the thing. Like I have absolutely zero interest in ever going to New York City.
I'd hate to be a driver in New York City.
Oh man, if you're a cab driver in New York City, should they be eligible for a veterans discount?
Yes,
Because they've
yes.
definitely dealt with war crimes.
They're desensitized to practically everything you could possibly see.
Oh man, you
There's
could drop
nothing
that
phases
guy.
them.
Yeah,
You could drop that guy in the middle of the Vietnam War, and he'd be totally
he'll be
prepared.
fine. Yeah.
I know what to do. I know what
No,
must be done.
like, don't worry, I got this. I'll lead the way, boys. Follow me. I'm gonna get you through this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On the topic of beautiful places run poorly, I was in Canada, which I
Oh,
talked to you about, Kyle. But
oh
Canada
yeah.
was Canada was great. It's I went there and I've been in Canada before, but like I always forget how much it just feels like a bigger Midwest because there's so much farmland and so many fields. It's a really nice place because you're just driving around and you don't feel like you've gone to a different country. The only difference is that there's Canadian flags instead of American flags, and instead of the let's go Brandon flags, you have the F Trudeau flags. So
Oh,
it really just feels like US.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
USA.
I wonder how do they
USA.
elect? How do they elect the president of Canada or whatever? Like, how often is he up for re-election?
As often as he feels
Uh,
like it.
yeah, I don't think they have. Um,
They don't
I'm,
have.
I'm
They don't
very
really have set terms, as far as I'm aware. Let me.
no,
Let me
and
Ooh,
look
I'm
this.
very ignorant of their
ooh,
politics. I don't know much about their politics, but
yeah. I'm
It's a
really
I
interested.
parliamentary
think
system, so let's see here.
yeah.
I'm just gonna ask a stupid question. Does the Canadian
Oh,
Prime Minister have term limits?
hold up, guys. The old lady's calling me. I better make sure she's okay. I'll be back in a sec.
All right,
All right.
sounds good.
All right, talk to you guys in a minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
How many terms can a Canadian Prime Minister serve? Newsweek. Ugh.
The
Um,
position does not have term limits. Instead, prime ministers can stay in office as long as their government has the confidence of a majority in the House of Commons of Canada under the system of responsible government. So basically, as long as the House of Commons says, yeah, he's good, then he can stay.
I don't like that.
Interesting. No, that's no. I don't like that either.
As an
I don't like
American,
how our own I don't like how our own government does it, and we have term limits in a lot of positions. I wish we had more.
yeah.
Uh, for sure in Congress. Congress needs significant term limits, and I think we need to make it that if you're past a certain age, you should not be admissible. That's what I think. Because there comes a certain point where I don't care how, mentally aware you are at an older age, there comes a point where it does affect you. Your age affects your way of thinking, and also there's the mentality of, old-minded thinking when it comes to politics versus new-minded thinking when it comes to politics. I just think we should reduce how old you could be while serving in office. Like if you're over 80, you should not be in office, and we need to reduce how long you can be in Congress. That's what I think. That's just my little opinionated tidbit.
Yeah. Never gonna happen though.
Never gonna happen. Not probably, at least not in my lifetime. But it'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Maybe by the end of our lifetimes.
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, maybe the goal is, make a better place for your kids, right? So maybe my kids will get to see term limits in Congress. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, hey, we got to see Roe v. Wade abolished in our lifetime, which nobody thought would ever happen.
I never
So
thought that was gonna happen.
that was wild.
Thought that was never
That
gonna
was
happen.
surreal. I was working, I was living in a camper in Vermilion, working at a place when that came through, and so I'm just sitting there with my brother and my uncle, and we're reading a news article. They're like, "Holy crap! Roe v. Wade was overturned. What the heck?"
Yeah. It's like, okay, well that just happened.
It's like that's a significant moment in our history that just happened right now while we were eating a sandwich.
That's a huge shift. Yeah, it's incredible, By the
It's
time you
wild.
finish your dinner, there's just been this major shift in power.
Well, and especially because it's been, it's been active for as long as I've been alive.
or if not
Like that's
longer.
been
Like,
around longer than I've been around,
yeah,
and
because
to
how long
see
has
that
Roe v.
overturned
Wade
is.
been in place? But at least like since the 70s, nearly 50 years, if not more.
Let me look it up. I want to be accurate with what we're talking about.
Right. Yeah.
um, 1973.
73.
Mm-hmm.
That's surreal, isn't it?
It's wild. Like that. That's multiple that that's 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Nixon was president when that happened.
That's right. Wow. All the times they are changing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
All right, where's my chicken at?
Oh, is your chicken coming? Up?
On its way.
That's a
Okay.
big freak.
What?
It's a big freaking cat.
Oh, you just saw Burpy?
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
Oy.
Burpy's a big one.
I like how she's just staring down the camera too. Like she's like, "Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
You helped me. You helped make me this way. I'm gonna. This is just who I am."
It's like, no, Burpy, you made you this way.
No, yeah, Burby,
Now
this
stop
was
begging for food.
entirely you. Stop playing the victim. You have enough to eat. Go get
Drink some
exercise,
Celsius and
'cause
get
that's
on a
what you
treadmill.
really
We're
need.
not sponsored, but still, like,
I love
Uh,
watching fat cats on treadmills. Oh, it's so funny. Or like when they do their water exercise, they just stick a life jacket on a cat and put it in a pool, and the cat is just suffering, just
it's like,
dying
no.
inside. It's like this is. She's like they're just thinking this is what my life has come to, and I would rather be dead.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, the
it's
food is
hilarious.
close. Reese, have you gotten your food yet?
Not yet. It's like 7 minutes away. Supposedly.
Bruh.
I'm so hungry.
Where's after you is gonna be here before yours, probably. Small town perk.
You live in a smaller town, okay?
Small town perk. Yeah, only 26,000 people. Perks. Get pranked on,
Never
bro.
mind. Never mind the fact that the KFC is like 2 blocks from my house.
Well, you gotta navigate the streets of Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely not just a grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it would
It's like, oh
require him
man, I
coming
don't know.
out of his house.
It's like, oh, I don't know how to get around this place. How the heck do I navigate this city? It's just squares. I can't deal with it, man.
That's like
Reminds me
cities.
of
Like once you crack the code of how all the streets are named, you can basically go to any city in America without having to look it up, except unless you're in Boston. But out here in the Midwest,
I mean, yeah, it's so basic. And New York is almost more basic.
No. Really?
Because it's literally just numbers.
Yeah.
It's literally just
Oh.
numbers.
it's just rectangles
So
within rectangles on a giant kind of rectangle shaped
so
Manhattan.
so if you know what street you are on, you just count and you can get anywhere.
Wow.
If you can
So
count higher than the purple dude from
Count.
Sesame
That's a problem.
Street, you'll be fine. Even if less than that, you'll be fine.
yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole John Mulaney bit about that,
Yeah,
and it's
you keep quoting
hilarious.
that. It's a great bit.
Where he's just screaming about Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Lost in New York, the streets are numbered. It's a grand central system. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, no, y'all need to come out to Cedar Falls because we've got roundabout supremacy.
Ugh.
Yes, good. They're so entertaining because if you know how to use them, they're so streamlined, and if they don't, it's hilarious.
Yes, perfect. People
Yeah,
are
probably about a week ago, I saw somebody go the wrong way around one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We had about in the first week that the roundabout was put in by my parents' place, somebody jumped the middle.
He just did a Poland. Boom.
Just like was driving straight through and hadn't been there since they started construction, so didn't realize there was a roundabout and just went right up the middle and just ramped it. It was wild. Oh,
He just did a what's the name of that TV show with like the General Lee car?
Dukes of Hazard.
Yeah, you just Dukes of Hazard that
Yeah.
thing.
Fun fact about fun fact about Dukes of Hazard. So like the car that they used, the engine was so heavy in it that they had to fill the entire trunk of the vehicle with concrete in order to counterweight it so that they could make the jump without just nose diving into the ground.
I love that. And they still managed to make her fly.
Oh yeah.
Weight
Oh
down
yeah,
with
cuz it was
concrete.
because the car had a strong enough engine to get it going, but the problem was it was so front heavy that they jumped it the first time to test it, and it just completely nosedived and crushed the whole front of the car. And they're like, "Well, this isn't gonna work, but we want to use the car," so they just filled the back with concrete.
Man, that's just the 1970s in a nutshell.
Pretty much,
When
yeah. They were like,
horsepower was
"Well,"
practically unlimited. You could
because
just-
I think what the situation was, they had already bought all the different cars for the show, and they're like, "Well, we have to make it work."
Yeah, so they
It's
just
like
did.
weird. Yeah, well, they just made it work.
America, if it doesn't work, just brute force it until it works.
It's what do you mean? It's yeah, I get that it's not designed for the thing I want to do. I'm still going to use it.
Hmm. Suspension, don't worry about it.
Who needs it? It'll be gone. Like who really needs suspension? It's not that big a deal.
uh,
Ooh, my chicken just showed up. My chicken
Awesome.
My food is here, boys. My food is
outside
here.
my door.
Give me
I
one
will be
sec.
right back. I am so
both
hungry.
of you got food at the same time.
Are you serious? Wait, you got yours too?
Yeah, he's going out to get his food now, man.
Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go get my food too.
Okay, are you? Am I gonna not have anyone to talk to for the next 5 seconds? I'm alone now. I'm sad. I should never have moved away. I have no one to talk to now.
What? Hey, hey, I'm here. Can you hear me? No?
Sam! Hey, how's it going, bud? We haven't talked in
Good.
so long.
I know, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Oh, let's see. Oh, they just put it directly on the fry?
Reese, you're back! I missed you so much.
Where's the...
All
Hmm.
right.
All right, food reviews. We're now food tubers
Food
again.
reviews. Yep, we're changing the trajectory of this entire recording.
Yep.
We're doing KFC spicy chicken sandwich food review.
No, no fork? Well, that's an automatic demotion. I have Buffalo Wild Wings with no fork. How am I supposed to eat my fries that are smothered in cheese and these sauced up wings with my hands? That is unrealistic.
The new challenge.
How disappointing.
First world problems.
Mm-hmm. No forks and no fork. Norfolk.
My
No forks in Norfolk.
Mm.
can't just make fun of our entire city like that. You can't just degrade us like that.
We're human beings, man. We have rights.
Nah, it's okay. I'm making fun of the city from Virginia.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
that works. Screw those guys. We're the
Verdict is-
original. We're the OG. All right, here goes the
Verdict,
fries.
verdict is
And
this sandwich is good. This sandwich is good. That is my verdict.
Okay, the Sioux Falls sandwich KFC is good.
KFC is generally pretty good. I don't think I've ever had a bad sandwich from KFC.
Mm.
At least not in South Dakota. I have noticed quality of certain places ebbs and flows depending on which state you are in.
Ah, yeah, I've never thought of that. Actually, yeah, I mean, I hear McDonald's in Europe is better than McDonald's here in the States.
Well, I mean,
Well, that's just Europe.
I think,
Right.
I think just food quality in general, at least in terms of quality of ingredients, is better in Europe.
Well, because they don't allow all the pesticides, they don't allow all the artificial crap.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has to be much more pure food.
Unless in the UK, which doesn't allow any flavor whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true.
Beans on toast, bro. Beans
Oh,
on toast.
you got wait, you got salt on this. It's a bit spicy, isn't it?
All right, we got the garlic parmesan dipped in ranch.
Oh heck yeah!
Mm.
Have you guys
Okay.
seen the video? There's a video of a bunch of UK students who get they record them trying American food.
I don't.
It's
Yeah, I don't think
it's
I've seen that kind of video.
it's hilarious
What do they
because
think?
these kids are like the kids are like, all right, so now you're going to be trying a Southern American staple, biscuits and gravy, and
Oh,
the kids
yeah.
are just like, what the heck? Biscuits and gravy? Who puts gravy on a biscuit? You know, because they've got their cookies. You know,
Right.
like who puts gravy on a biscuit?
Oh yeah,
That
because the
sounds
language over there
disgusting.
is quite. It's a
They-
little
and then they look
different.
at it, and they only yeah, and then they don't have the white gravy that we have with the sausage in it. They don't have that. They only have brown gravy. So they're
Right.
like, what is? They're like, what is this? It looks like vomit. You know, like they're just like, this looks disgusting. And then they take a bite of it, and they're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever tasted.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so funny because they're so judgmental starting out. They're like, this food looks disgusting. It sounds terrible. Who would ever eat this? And then they take a bite, and they're just immediately like,
Their
it's
minds
like,
explode.
yeah, it's like, yeah, that's right, UK.
Mm.
When you're free from the British government, you can make good food.
That's why they
Uh,
left. That's why the Pilgrims left. Food was terrible.
the food was
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
They were like, okay, this tea tax, you know, the whole taxation without representation thing, it's pretty bad. But honestly, we're just sick of
The
eating beans
whole
and toast.
oppression of of their religion.
Yeah, you know, like that's,
That's
you know,
secondary.
we don't like it, but really, it's the beans and toast. It's the
It's
beans
just
and
yeah.
toast.
It was the
We're
last
so
straw.
sick of
It
it.
was the last straw. You know.
Yeah, we got here and like the Native Americans showed us how to grow corn. We tried it. Do you guys know that that stuff can be really is actually better than beans and toast? Just straight up corn.
Yeah. I mean, most of it goes through your system even as it is, but it's still better than
Yeah,
beans on
it's
toast. You
still
know.
it like I just feel happier.
Yeah. Corn still kind of wrecks your stomach a little bit, but you know what? It
You
still
know,
beats that
you know what?
nothingness over there.
So does, and that's basically been the food policy in America. It's like, yeah, it'll destroy your insides, but man, better than beans and
Tastes
toast.
good. You know. Yeah. Freedom.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you know, might get a heart attack and die at 40, but you know what? We made the most of it.
Yeah. And with that, we have
Corn.
officially
It's better
lost
than
all
beans on
support
toast.
from the UK.
Yeah, you know, everything is corn based over here, you know? We've got, high
Hmm.
fructose corn syrup, you know?
Our gasoline.
Yeah, it's got corn in it, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of our old films are corny.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. I mean, the corn belt produces more oxygen than the rainforest.
Yeah, and it's good for you,
So
you know? Yeah,
our air has corn in it.
yeah.
You know,
Everything's corn based.
everything is corn based.
America runs on corn.
Mm-hmm. You might think it's Dunkin', but it's not.
No,
It's corn.
no. That's mostly what is Dunkin' Donuts mostly an East Coast thing, or am I just wrong there?
I have had Dunkin' Donuts once, but we don't really. It's not really a thing in the Midwest too much.
Okay, I thought it's more of an East Coast thing, is it?
I mean,
If I'm not mistaken.
we have them in the Midwest, but they're not as popular.
Ah, I don't know. This is why I love doing these podcasts for you guys, because I just look up the most random things.
It's more like I think they're in the
The-
bigger places.
The brain tangents we go on allow us to learn because we'll make an assumption, talk for a while about said assumption, look it up, realize we were 100% wrong, and then go on a tangent about that.
And then we've learned something.
And then we've learned something.
Yeah, It's like, okay, yep, Discord is educational. Did you guys know that?
Unrelated
Discord kitten.
side note here. As I'm looking through my food here, do you guys want to see the most pitiful chicken nugget I've ever seen?
Yeah, sure. Bring it up. That is a pitiful chicken nugget.
That's the entirety of the nugget. And 3 out of the 5 are that big.
That is an absolute shame.
Where is that?
Is
it on Discord?
You should complain.
It's just tiny. But
it's a tiny nugget.
The sandwich was exceptionally girthy, therefore I am okay with
it. Most of the girth was sacked from the nuggets and placed in the sandwich.
Yeah, it's like when you have like 2 twins and one of them absorbs the other one in the womb. That's what happened. These were less fortunate chicken.
The chicken girth economy. That's just how it works.
Yeah. The strongest gets turned into chicken sandwiches, and the weaker ones get turned into nuggets.
Where'd it go? I don't see it. I don't see the picture. I can't find it.
No, I just held it up to my camera.
Oh,
Here.
Well,
there's another one.
Yes, I took it. Now it says that your unstable internet connection. I can't see it. You guys.
My unstable internet connection. How dare you?
Well, Doobie, Nebraska.
Yeah, where the Ethernet runs on corn.
Jeez, everything's about corn down here.
Corn-based internet.
Yeah, corn-based internet.
How would that even work?
Corn optic.
How conductive is corn?
Corn fiber optic.
Corn fiber optics.
That's why the internet is so bad, Kyle, is because it's not conductive at all.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, watching with the Midwest just rots your brain. Okay, never mind what I said about educational.
You don't learn anything. You don't learn anything.
If anything, you lose brain cells by watching us.
You learn that the stereotype of American being is at least partially.
Yeah.
I always forget how much I like KFC's fries.
Their fries are pretty dang good.
They're pretty good. I like how a majority of this entire recording has just been us being like, food is good.
Yeah.
I wonder when my food's going to get here. Hey, my food's here. Hey, this food's pretty good. Corn.
Hey, my food's kind of small.
Corn.
Okay, so which fast food restaurant currently runs the best ads?
Runs the most ads?
The best.
For me, the best ads?
Yes.
Burger King is disqualified because I hate their ads with a burning passion. Have it your way. I hate it so much. I don't understand the concept of making a music-based commercial and then hiring someone who cannot carry a tune to save their life.
Is that the same guy that does the Arby's? Because I swear it sounds exactly the same as the guy that does the Arby's commercials.
I
don't know.
Disagree.
I don't know.
I've never made that connection before, so yeah, maybe I'm just being visceral, but
I think it's a different guy.
Guess whose time it is to look it up now. Okay, voice
We're-
actor.
We're
Voice
just looking up the
actor.
cast of fast food commercials.
Or BK.
Look up his name and address so we can hunt him down.
Like,
You either quit acting or we hunt you down. That's what's
we'll
gonna
blast
happen.
corn through your
okay?
windows.
Oh shoot.
We're gonna kill him with grain asphyxiation. Just burying him in corn. You'll know the wrath of the Midwest.
Hey, we heard you like.
Dude, can you imagine if we used that as an execution method? Just grain asphyxiation? That'd be horrifying.
Yeah.
Irving Rainey
That's
is.
worse than lethal injection. That's like
Oh. That's the guy who plays the Arby's voice.
Okay.
So I was wrong.
You know what? You know what I don't get? I was watching a Wendigoon video yesterday.
Okay.
Which
It was
one?
it was like one of the serial killer icebergs, I think. But they were talking about how one of them, when he was caught, he was sentenced to death, and they just killed him by shooting him in the back of the head. And I was like, why don't we do that for all of them? It's way more humane than lethal injection or the electric chair, because it works instantly, and they have no time to suffer. Like, what the heck?
But do you really want them to, like, do it instantly? Like, I don't know. Some of those guys are pretty big monsters, and I have
Well,
no.
I'm of the opinion, like, if they are a monster, like, just get rid of them. Boom, gone. Then you don't have to worry about it. It pisses me off so much that we can have serial killers like that sitting on death row for like 15 years. Drives me insane.
Well, yeah. No, that's stupid.
I'm just like, if they get sentenced, and it is definitive, and it's like, all right, yep, we're gonna put them to death. Take them from the courtroom to a soundproof room directly, and just pop them, and we're done. My goodness, we're wasting so much time and so much money on putting these guys up with room and board for years when we know that they're guilty and they've already been sentenced to death. My goodness, it's wasteful.
But politics.
But politics, yeah. Everything is politics. Everybody's like, oh, it's so inhumane. No, you know what's more inhumane? Making a guy sit and wait for years, anticipating his own death, and then injecting him with a chemical while, yes, on the outside to all the viewers, looks like it's quick and painless, when in reality, they are suffering immensely because they cannot react. Like, my goodness.
Yeah.
If you want to be humane, just shoot them.
Yeah. Just cap them. Cap and done.
It's quick and easy, it's efficient, and it's humane.
Yeah, no.
This is a politics episode. I wonder what spurred that on.
That seems like it's popped on at least once in like the past.
There's always
podcasts
one.
in the past,
There's
yeah.
always one.
Yeah, there's always like at least one bit where things get kind of political.
Yeah.
Because we just can't help it because we're adults now, and because we're over the age of 21, we're now required to talk politics at least once.
Yeah,
to
we
sound
have to.
intelligent.
Because it affects us now.
Yeah, because if we don't talk about it, then, we might as well just be children,
You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. You're telling me I can go back to being a kid again? Oh my gosh. I wish. Sign me up. I want chicken nuggies and Veggietales. That's what I want. Speaking of Veggietales, when we were in Canada, we were playing music, and we were kind of in between songs and stuff, and so the cadets would just start shouting out songs that they wanted us to play. And one of the kids was like, play Veggietales, play Veggietales.
Yeah, which one?
So my uncle started playing it on the keyboard, and the kids were like, yeah, yeah. And then my uncle, the sound guy, muted us on stage, and proceeded to play a heavy metal cover of the Veggietales theme, and it was amazing. So he's just in the background, just whipping his head around and everything, and the kids are all freaking out. They're like, "What the heck is happening?" Because he literally hijacked the set list. He muted all of us so we couldn't do anything, and then he proceeded to just play over the loudspeaker heavy metal Veggietales, and it was fantastic.
I need that now. I need heavy metal Veggietales in my life.
It's fantastic.
I want to hear the heavy metal version of the Belly Button song.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Barbara Amenity.
Veggietales actually got letters for that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did. Little. This is too mature for a kids show, you know. Well,
No. We're making jokes about the IRS. The kids don't know any better. Relax.
No,
You gotta. That's the thing. If you're making a kids' cartoon, you gotta throw some stuff in there for the grown-ups. Because otherwise,
about,
they're gonna lose their
metal.
minds having to sit there with their kids watching that stuff day in and day out, and it's all just for the kids. Oh, I would go insane.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of a heavy metal version of the IRS guy. or the Viking dude.
Yeah.
Wait, the IRS guy, what's that? Is that a song?
What's that?
The IRS guy, is that a song?
No, because it was the Cookies for Santa song. When the IRS guy knocks on his door, and he's like, "I'm from the IRS, and I've come to tax your," and then Larry just slams the door in his face.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Forgot about it. It's
So
like
good.
Pete's guy or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good. Classic Veggietales
Yeah.
is the best. It's
I
the
so forgot.
best.
Oh my gosh.
They have a ton of the episodes on YouTube. So like, my nephew's already watching Veggietales, so I'm so happy.
Yeah, you can watch practically anything on YouTube nowadays.
Yeah.
Larry boy, we are going to die.
I am that hero. Oh, I love it so much. It brings back so many memories. And then do you guys remember it was like the Christmas special one or whatever with like Buzzsaw Louie or something? I forget what it was called. Which is like
Well-
the kid's toy is equipped with a buzzsaw for a hand.
You know, I never questioned that as a kid. I'm like, oh wow, that's a really cool toy. He has a buzzsaw.
Yeah, for sure. As a kid, I was like, dude, I want a Buzzsaw Louie. Oh my gosh, give me a Buzzsaw Louie. Let's go.
I do not remember that.
Oh, dude, you got it. I'm sure you've seen it.
I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
I'm sure that.
Dude,
remember it.
Buzzsaw Louie is amazing.
Absolutely.
But for whatever reason, like they never explained either why he came to life.
Not important.
Because he was the only one.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I just looked up a picture of him again and just the memories. Oh my goodness. He's so
oh yeah, the
he's a
guy in the
little
blue
more-
overalls.
Yeah, he's a little more creepy than I remember.
Yeah. Well, CGI, computer animated stuff in that day was a bit.
Yeah, I
Mixed.
just found
at
I
best.
just found an image of him that's kind of under.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is pretty cursed now.
Oh man,
It's
it's
like-
creepy.
It's like something they totally make like a Backrooms episode of that guy.
Oh yeah. I think what's weird about it is that he has the exact same face as the vegetables. But
Yeah.
he has ears. It's the ears that make it weird.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
ears.
too human for Veggietales.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Why, in a world of vegetables, would they make a toy that's a human?
Okay, I never thought about that.
Because I mean, well, okay, so
It's-
VeggieTales supposedly takes place in the human world, but it's just veggies, you know, interacting with each other in the
Yeah.
human world. Because in the initial episodes of the show, they're just on the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
But it's still weird to think about humans existing in this world.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, Huey, he's slightly world breaking, but yeah, I never questioned it as a kid.
Yeah. Well, and then you think about also the fact that like not only are the vegetables alive somehow, but they're also Christian. Like, what's going on in this show?
Because I mean,
Who came up with the idea of like, hey, we're gonna make a Christian kids cartoon to like teach Bible stories and everything? It's like, okay, cool, I get that. Okay, so the main characters are vegetables.
I think the logic is okay. You know what's good for you? The Bible. You know what's also good for you?
That's
Vegetables.
you know what? That is I never thought of that. That is a really ingenious way of looking at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how they came up with it.
Wow. I never considered
And the
that.
rest is history.
I'm just viewing VeggieTales in a whole new light now. We are learning something today.
Let's just go.
We did it. We learned something.
What kid is gonna want to eat their favorite character though?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like
You
what do you
think
think?
about it,
You
they're
You're not
food.
emotionally attached to the vegetables.
And what happens? I really related to Larry. I feel like he really embodied how I feel as a person. Really, really dug into my pathos as a human being.
What's his sign? What's Larry's sign?
What do you think his star sign is?
He's an Aquarius? Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Oh, he's got the. Of course he is. That makes so much sense. Oh, wow.
That's why I relate to him so much. Because I'm a Sagittarius. Expedarian.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense now. Oh. Oh man. You know what else is weird? You know what else is weird about VeggieTales? Okay, so
What?
did any of you ever see Moe and the Big Exit? It was like
Yes.
a Western retelling of the Exodus.
No.
Why did Moe have a buffalo?
Why did Mo have a buffalo?
Think
Why
about
did he
it.
have a buffalo?
It's a vegetable-sized buffalo.
So?
Yeah. I mean, they sing a song about water buffalo too.
I know. But it's different when it's like, they're singing about a buffalo, and that's one thing. A vegetable could see a buffalo, but it's still a human-sized buffalo. But then you have established in this world that there are vegetable-sized buffalo that they ride.
Everybody wants a water buffalo. It was his favorite ride is slow. Everybody wants a water buffalo.
Everybody got a water buffalo. Yeah.
I never saw that episode, so I don't know the lore.
It was one of their movies that they did, because they had two of them. They had what was it? It was Little
Jonah?
Joe.
Okay, I saw
Well,
that
it
one.
was
Little
there was the two cowboy ones that
Yeah.
they had, and it was Little Joe telling the story of Joseph and leading up to Mo and the Big Exit, which was Moses and the Exodus, but they were westerns. And it was
Right.
pretty cool.
I also saw Jonah.
And then
too,
of
I remember
course
that
the
one.
OG Jonah, of course
Yeah.
Jonah. That one's awesome.
Why did it look so good for the time?
Because
You have the Jonah
VeggieTales
plushie.
deserves it.
You have the Jonah plushie. We've got the other merch. Yes, we have the other merch.
Oh yeah, And the outtakes of that movie are hilarious.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot they had outtakes.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You know what? Always forget about the setup to that movie though, because the setup of the movie is them going, like Bob and Larry and the others going on a camping trip
Yeah.
Yep.
to a summer
And then
camp.
they
They crash the car, and then they have
Go
to
to a-
stay in the restaurant inn.
in a
And then
fish shack.
Yes, and then they tell the story of Jonah. It was such a weird setup.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get the meme from that where Larry is driving the car with the kids in it. He's like, "Hey, God, guys, you know how we talk about God?" And they're like, "Yeah. Do you want to meet God right now?" And then it just cuts to the car flying off a cliff.
I like the outtake where the cameraman gets shot.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, that's right. He just straight up dies.
He dies in 4K.
Oh my gosh.
It's
They
like-
straight up killed a man on Veggietales.
You might as well just put the Live Leak logo up in the corner.
We have to make that
Like
edit now.
leak.
Kyle,
but they-
you have to make that edit now.
Well, nobody got hurt.
But they spell it like leek, and it's the outline of a leek the vegetable.
Oh gosh, no! Oh, this is horrible. I mean, it's
This is
canonical.
amazing.
It's canonical that when the vegetables bleed, they bleed blood because there's an outtake where Larry jumps to the sink, but then the grinder comes on,
That's right.
and
What?
Oh
What?
my gosh.
because there's a running joke in the production where they would just randomly kill off certain characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure they had some more. Yeah, they were. I'm sure they were horrible. I'm sure there's stuff that doesn't even make YouTube yet. But the ones
Oh,
that
for
made
sure.
Jonah are the ones that were borderline okay.
Speaking of VeggieTale jokes, I really hope you guys have seen this. I'm sending it in the
Okay.
this is
Amber Alert.
have you seen this?
No, I have not.
Dude, it's
Name-
incredible. You need
Grandma
to watch
Amber.
it. You need to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Just wait.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. I forgot about
carrot.
that one.
Oh, I love that video so much.
I think I kind of repressed that one in the back of my mind, but yeah, I've seen it.
It's so
just
dumb.
the Amber, the carrot just like turns his to look at the camera, and then just the Amber Alert. Oh, it's so funny. Oh man. There's so many layers to that make absolutely no sense. Like, why is there a Steve Harvey, Family Feud VeggieTales bit? Why the Amber Alert? Why were they recording their phone? It's so funny. Another kitty.
He's so chunky.
Fred, right?
He's big
Fred?
chunky. Floyd.
Floyd, that's right, Floyd.
No,
Oh, it's so
Floyd-
cute.
Floyd is the lesser chunk of the two cats, though. still
He's
a
pretty
chunk,
big.
but
Part round boy.
yeah.
He is big boy though, and his
Oh,
name is
big
Floyd.
boy.
Therefore, he win.
Big boy.
Burpy and Floyd, the two big chunkers.
Birpy Floyd.
Chonkers of
That
the
sounds
West.
that sounds like an Adam Sandler movie.
It's like a 1990s sitcom with
Burpy and Floyd.
with-
It's like a buddy cop movie.
with never-ending laugh tracks.
Just the whole time. It's Burpy and Floyd. That sounds like one of those movies based off an SNL skit. That's what that sounds like. Burpy and Floyd. One of the really crappy ones.
But the other one has completely disappeared, which is not good.
Uh-oh.
Like, I cannot find it. I'm like, uh-oh.
I have a friend who has a cat, and they legitimately believe that she can teleport because they will put her in a room, lock the
Oh
door,
my god.
and then find her somewhere else in the house.
Is that it? Is that her? Is she on the side of my chair? How did you get on the underside of my chair? Oh my gosh! How are you on the underside of my chair? On the side of the underside.
I'm telling you, man, cats can teleport. They can do it.
Can confirm, Burpy's broken into my room on more than one occasion, despite having the door shut.
Yeah. How
She'll
do
crawl
they?
up against it, and then she'll lay her mass against it, and then boom, the door opens.
There's so much force behind her girth that it
Yeah,
just busts the door down.
she's like an FBI battering ram.
One of these days, she'll break it off its hinges.
Yeah. Better.
FBI, open up!
Yeah.
You made me look everywhere for you, Fiona.
Tell you what, can I just move my computer? There we go. Okay, now I'm still in the center of the frame.
Fiona.
Oh man.
You
Oh, the kitty cat.
look everywhere for you.
Adorable.
Freak me out.
If
I
only
need
I
to get
wasn't allergic to
cat.
cats.
I need to get a dog or a cat at some point. Every
I
time
don't
I
know,
see an animal, I'm like, oh, that would be.
What kind of dog would you get, Reese?
Well, the dream is a pit bull. I want a pit bull
Mm.
because they're so flippin' cute. They can smile, and I love them so much. I just love beefy dogs. Oh,
Oh, look at the kitty.
she's so chill.
Yeah.
She's only this way with me, though. She hates everybody else.
Really?
Oh, she hates everybody. She latched
Wow.
on to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, that's good, I guess. At least there's somebody.
That's all right.
As opposed to Alec and Brianna's cat Zuki, who hates everyone.
Give me the kisses. She gave me the kisses.
Oh, he's so precious.
I'm gonna see if I can track down Burpy. I rarely allow her in my room, but I might make an exception here just to show you
You're
guys.
feeling jealous that you gotta get this cat in here. You know,
I'll be right back.
Sam's got a cat. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go steal a neighbor's cat real quick. Yeah.
Real quick, guys.
We all just start bringing more and more cats in.
Hey, Floyd, no. Floyd, no. Floyd. No. No. Hey. Hey.
What is Floyd
Yeah.
doing?
He's also clawing at my shoes. I gotta hide all shoes. No.
Floyd, Floyd, no, Floyd, put the gun down. Floyd, you can't have that. Floyd!
Yeah, pretty much. They're both a gift and a curse.
I don't see a cat, Kyle. you
Burpy is
liar.
occupied.
Oh.
Burpy is occupied. She's sleeping under the covers of Jack's bed. She's just a lump.
That's one thing. Oh man, that's one thing I don't think I could deal with having a cat is walking into the bedroom and suddenly seeing my covers move.
Yeah.
I more just see their eyes at night. They like to go underneath my bed, and I'll just see them looking at me.
I tell you what, I woke up in the middle of the night one night and I looked out my window. This is before I got curtains on my window well, and there were two eyes glowing, staring at me through the window. Scared the crap out of me. Turned my light on, and there was just one of the stray cats in the neighborhood just staring at me, watching me sleep.
Oh my word. Yeah. That's another reason why I don't allow Burpy in my room. It's just for her own safety, because something I like to do is I just kind of like to dive into bed. And, yeah.
Can you imagine just crushing the cat because you're just exhausted one day, just jump into bed and...
Like, I've stepped on cats before in the past. When I was
well,
like back... You stepped on...
She's great, and it was the middle of the night, and she was in my dirty clothes pile on the floor, and I thought I had all the cats out, and I was just walking out to go to the bedroom, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
I find that I have a bit of a forceful stride when I walk, so when I kick something, I kick it hard. So I've accidentally punted Burpy.
Okay, See you, Fiona.
It's just midnight.
Man.
Everything's dark. I'm getting a drink of water, and then I'll hear. I'll just
Ugh.
kick it.
That's one of the other reasons that I want a bigger pet is because I would injure a tiny animal so much just by not paying attention.
Back when I was welding and I was wearing these big boots, and the folks I was staying at, they had two cats, and I accidentally stepped on one of their cat's paws at least twice. And I just hear this very human-like scream. Ah! And I'd go down, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
And I'd feel kind of bad, but, it's at the same time, it was one of those cats that I was pretty allergic to, and so it's like,
Screw it.
You've broken into my room before. Yeah.
You know not what you've done, cat.
You've created an enemy for life.
I only allowed that cat into my room once at night. Slept right next to my face,
Fiona.
so one side of my face is all red
Hey.
and puffy,
Yeah.
and the other side of my face was absolutely fine going into work the next day. So it's kind of two-faced.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, no more cats in my room.
No more kitty cats. Yeah.
I always have colder pillows anyway.
What sucks is that we only have one AC, one air conditioner in the window in our living room, but we can't let them into our bedroom at night because otherwise they crawl all over us.
Oh yeah.
You have to shut the door, and then it gets hot as freaking, just so hot. Even though we have 4 fans running in there,
Yeah.
4. It's
Yikes.
terrible. It sucks.
Yeah. I had AC troubles earlier this summer, and I know I told Reese about this a little bit, but for a while I thought it was the Google Home thing that we have in our house. Apparently that was not the problem. The problem was our AC just straight up broke, and the entire unit
Oh,
had to
no.
be replaced.
Ooh.
So, like about $6,000 later.
Yikes.
I was just.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ouch.
personally, I didn't have to pay the bill, but man, like that hurt. Like
Yeah.
like
It's
I stay
that
with
is the
some pretty generous
worst.
folks. I'm pretty thankful.
Yeah, it's the worst when something like that breaks. Like, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, but
One part of adult life that I wish wasn't a factor was the unexpected costs.
yeah, I'm just glad I haven't experienced more of them yet. I'm sure
Yeah.
I have yet to face many, many more, but right now, like that's the biggest one, and we'll live.
Yeah, the only one I've had was my washing machine died, but that was only like a $500 replacement, so it
yeah.
was not a huge deal, but it's just frustrating.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until
Oh, yeah.
something happens to like my car or something.
Yeah, that's why I drive a Toyota, so I don't have to worry about that.
The engine that never dies, no matter what you do to it,
Yes,
as
yes.
proven by Top Gear.
Toyota has issued a recall for 1993 through 2001 Toyota Camrys because the owner really should have bought another car by now.
Too well
Yeah,
built. They'll last to the end of time.
they will. They will be.
The owner really
longer
should
than
have bought
we
another
will.
car by now. Let's be honest.
It still drives, so I'm not gonna replace it until I have to.
The body will be gone before the engine goes.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
You'll just be driving the most reliable rust bucket in the country.
I will be driving the most reliable frame of a vehicle you have ever seen.
And even then, you'll just increase your efficiency because your car will just get lighter and lighter and
Way
lighter.
less drag, and yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah.
A few more bugs in my teeth, but I can deal with that.
You have the world's most powerful go-kart by the end of its life.
People will be like, "You need to replace your car." It's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's just a work vehicle. It's fine."
Yeah, it's just a work vehicle.
Uh,
That's awesome.
have you ever? There's a vehicle called the Toyota Hilux. It's a
Yes.
pickup
Oh,
truck.
yep, yep. The
Oh
truck,
man,
yep.
have you watched there's this YouTuber who does durability tests on it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny.
The
It's
Whistling
so
Diesel
funny.
guy, is that what you're talking about?
I think so, yeah. Where they fill like the entire back of the truck stacked all the way up to the roof with cinder blocks, and then they just drive it at like 60 miles an hour through a field. It's so funny, dude. Or they'll take down trees or flip the car and then just flip it over and start it right up and drive off. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Can't kill him.
Yeah, I think that kid.
I like the Top Gear episode where they put a Hilux on top of a building that they were about to demolish.
Oh, did they? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they actually did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
building
Did it
collapses, the truck's on top of it. The frame is just wrecked.
Oh yeah.
They drove it into the studio, though.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did at the end of the episode. They drove it into the studio.
It's great.
Old Top Gear.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Old Top Gear
Classic
was
Top
fast.
Gear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they would do stuff like they turn cars into boats and then drive them across the English Channel. And
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
He just did stuff. It's so funny.
I like the one
Absolutely.
where they also tried to make trains out of cars. So they took the tires off the rims, and then they put the rims of the cars on train tracks, and then hooked up a couple of caravans to it, like campers.
Wow.
One of them caught fire by the end of it.
What having unlimited money does.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just like, here's a car, do whatever the heck you want with it. It's like, cool. We're gonna see if lard works as a fuel source. Thanks. Bye. Thank you for the money.
Most American
seen that
British
one?
television show ever.
Well, it really is, because they had like a whole episode where they're just like, all right, we're gonna see what is a viable fuel source, all this random crap. And so one guy literally filled his entire gas tank with lard and just immediately destroyed the vehicle.
Why not?
Uh,
Like people put vegetable oil in their engine oil. I'm a strong, independent woman.
It's just car torture.
it's just literally just to see how fast we can blow up the car.
WD-40 instead of engine oil. That was a legit video.
Oh my gosh, that's so stupid.
That's incredibly dumb.
Let's put this incredibly flammable substance in there.
Yeah.
Or one where they turned a car into a rocket.
What?
Yeah, they made their own in-house space shuttle.
Oh my gosh. I've seen the one where they launch a car with a trebuchet. That one's awesome.
What? I
Oh,
haven't
wait.
seen that one.
You haven't seen that? They launch it with a
Channel.
trebuchet. It's fantastic.
They wanted to make it across the English Channel or whatever.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, I didn't quite make it." Like, yeah, I could have told you that, buddy. That was
Well,
that was a
as
top
it turns out, it's not going to make it across the English Channel.
It's just how much garbage can we chuck into France?
Oh.
No.
Oh dear, the car space shuttle.
Yeah, a Robin Reliant.
I've never even heard of that car.
Oh, Robin Reliant? Oh, it's the one with the 3 wheels that they always like to flip over on Top Gear.
Oh,
The
yeah.
3 wheels, it's the tricycle car.
Yes. Okay, I remember now.
Putting on their sides.
That's incredible.
They made it into a space shuttle.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. It's hilarious though, because like those guys are so knowledgeable when it comes to cars, but they did an episode where they have to use tractors And so they had two gooseneck trailers tied up to the back of the tractor, and they had to go through like an obstacle course, basically. And they had to back it up, and it was so hard to watch because they were terrible. They're like running the tractors into stuff, and oh man, it was bad.
Yeah.
We were watching it. My dad's just losing it because he grew up doing that stuff, and he's like, "No, you don't do that! No, ah!" Oh,
Ugh. So entertaining.
Oh lordy.
Next time we get together in person, what should we watch together?
something.
We should
Top
Ugh.
Gear.
just do a Top Gear binge.
Top Gear's pretty good. The old one is good.
Yeah.
It is
Really
great.
good.
I've watched some episodes of the American version, and it's absolutely awful.
Yeah. It's just no. You gotta have the right hosts. You
You
gotta
do.
have the right
You
guys.
really do.
You know.
Well, and they just had the British version. They just had so many better ideas on what to do with the cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the American version is just so bland. They were just like, oh, hey, what if we just take these two cars and just see which one runs out of gas first? Oh, okay.
Top Gear did that. They did it in Ukraine.
Yeah. It's like this has been done. Why can't you just come up with something new? Like
Yeah.
anything. Every single car show has probably done the mileage test.
Mm-hmm. What would we do? What would the three of us do with cars?
Oh man.
I think it depends on the budget.
Yeah, if budget was no object, I'd be like, okay, how many pounds of tannerite does it take to blow portions of this car a mile away?
We'll give it the tannerite treatment.
The tannerite test.
I've always thought
Welcome back to the Whiff of the Midwest Car Show. It's time for the tannerite test.
I thought it would be funny if we did the Top Gear bit, where someone's driving a car and then the car just blows up, and then you cut to where the driver's just sitting in the crater with the steering wheel.
Oh no, the best part would be is like you're driving the car at the end of the episode. It blows up. You cut to black and roll credits, and the next episode comes on and there's a different hose. And they never address it.
It's just like Barney.
Yeah.
You know, one kid's gone, another one's taking his place. No, don't
Yeah,
question it.
who knows? There's nothing nefarious going on. What are you talking about?
Someone replaced him. That's how you write off characters, though. You just blow them up,
Yeah.
and then you just replace them, and there's no warning.
Like if the actor has to move on or something, or you know they're
Blow 'em up.
retiring, and you don't have a way to write the character out, you just blow them up
Blow them up
randomly.
randomly in the most hilarious way possible.
Yeah, they'll just be like, the characters, you know, say their goodbye. He goes to get in the car to go to McDonald's or something, and then the car just explodes. Or like he's getting cash from an ATM and the ATM blows up.
Or he grabs a can of Splode or something.
Yeah, Splode soda. Takes a sip and immediately combusts. Just gone.
I can't believe that's actually like an anti-smoking PSA. I was watching
I
it the other
love
day.
watching those. I love watching the old Dare commercials. They're so funny, dude. Because they make no sense, and half of them have nothing to do with drugs.
Yeah, yeah, because you know
You'll
have
watch the entire thing. You'll watch the entire thing, and then at the end, it's like to the most random stuff. And then you'll get to the end, they'll be like, "This message is brought to you by Dare," and you're like, "What? Drugs weren't even mentioned."
We could do that. We could make it.
This
like
is your
that.
brain on drugs. It's scrambled eggs.
Yeah, it's like car commercials, you know, where they just show you all this stupid random imagery, and then it's like, "Buy our new Acura," and you're like, "What? That was never even brought up."
Yeah, you can do anything in a car commercial. You don't even have to show a car.
No.
Yeah, you could
I've
think
I've
it's like a
seen
beer
ones.
commercial, and then like a car logo shows up
Yeah,
on the
or
other end
like
of the screen.
here's a bunch of, horses running through a field and it's super majestic and everything. And then there's a dude that is sitting there watching it on the hillside, zooms in onto his face as he puts his cowboy hat back on. Buy the new Lexus. Like, what? What does Matthew McConaughey have to do with it?
He's the first one who said yes to the paycheck. That's why.
He's like, you'll pay me how much? Shoot, I'm in.
I'm in.
I'll do it. Don't you worry. All right, all right, all right. We'll do it. It's like I'm almost 100% sure that's the thought that went through Sean Connery's head when he accepted the role in Dragonheart, where he voices a dragon. He'll just be like, "Are you joking? I mean, it's like you expect me to play a dragon? It pays how much? Alrighty then." That's it. That was his whole thought process.
How they cast the Mario movie.
I mean, how they did. The thing is, though, the cast did really well in the
Yeah.
Mario movie. I'm honestly like, even Chris Pratt as Mario did great.
Yeah, he wasn't
And people
half
give
bad, he
him
was good.
they give him way too much crap for that movie. It was so good.
It just seemed like a whole meme when they announced it.
Oh yeah. Well, and it didn't help that they also took lines from the movie for the trailer that were his worst parts, like they took like him saying "let's go" and "wahoo," which sounds weird when you're just a character saying it.
Yeah.
Like when you're just playing as a Mario game and you need a sound effect, it makes sense. But when he's a character, it doesn't really jive well with just a normal conversation.
Yeah.
So they decided to take those moments that kind of don't work so well when it's just a guy saying stuff and put that in the trailer. And so everybody gets this horrible, first impression of like, oh man, this is going to be terrible. And then you watch the whole movie and he does fantastic. And the only parts that sound a little weird are those moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody, when the first trailer came out, got like 5 words of dialogue, and everybody's like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to be kidding me. He says 5 words in the whole trailer. You need to relax.
The movie was fine though. It was great.
It was really good. It was just a really fun movie.
Just good.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one, to be honest.
What's that?
What's that?
I don't think I've ever seen that one, to be honest.
Yeah, you have. We went to see it together.
Yeah, we watched it together.
We all
in the
went to
theater.
see it.
Wait, we did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
When was that? When it
That
came
was-
out?
That was like months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a week or 2 after it came out, I think.
Yeah. Something
Oh.
like that. You don't remember it?
Oh, yeah, because I fell asleep for a little bit of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's probably why you forgot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe just a little bit. Yeah. I was like, oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw.
I'm turning into an old man.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm turning into an old man. What? Oh yeah, because I was sleeping.
I'm sitting on a chair, so I better take a nap.
Yeah.
I saw Oppenheimer a week ago.
Oh, you've seen it now. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it too. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Other than the sex scenes in it were totally unnecessary and out of nowhere. It's just like, oh yeah, here's this female character that really doesn't serve any purpose to the story, and every scene she's in is a sex scene. It's like, why are you here? What does this have to do with a bomb?
Yeah.
I'm here for a bomb.
I'm here for the bomb.
Well, I mean, that's why people are there. They're like, all right, yeah, let's go. Let's get to the explosion.
Yeah.
But it was great. I mean, the story was very good, and the build up to the Trinity bomb test was insane. Super stressful. because they're just all they're doing is like walking around and hooking up wires and hoisting the bomb and everything. But you're just like, geez, if anything goes wrong, everyone's dead. Even though it's historically went fine and nobody was injured. My goodness, was it stressful?
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're like there's a chance very close to zero that it will incinerate the atmosphere and everyone on Earth will die and be
Right.
consumed in flames. And they're like, what? And they're like,
Don't worry. The chances
basically
are
zero.
close to zero. It's like I would prefer absolutely zero. It's like, yeah, well, it's theoretical. We never know until we blow it up. It's like, okay, hopefully we don't all, wipe out the world with one push of a button. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And I like the way they present Oppenheimer's mindset throughout it too, because he'll have this super stressful moment where people are like yelling at him after the fact about what he was doing and if it was morally correct, and then you'll enter his headspace where you see the flash of light from the bomb exploding and then people like burning while they're yelling at him, so he's just visualizing the bomb going off while he's talking to these people. It's crazy. It's a really cool movie. Next I gotta see Barbie to get the full experience.
Barbenheimer.
Dude, have you seen the newest one? It was the whole Barbenheimer deal. They have a new version of that where they're releasing a Paw Patrol movie, and on the same day Saw 10 is coming out, so it's Saw Patrol.
Saw Patrol.
Gosh dang it.
So good.
Saw Patrol. They're doing the same meme in the roller coaster world too. So
Oh, really?
okay, so remember Top Thrill Dragster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just announced the revamped version of Top Thrill Dragster. It's now Top Thrill 2, and it's going to
Okay.
feature a 420-foot tall spike at the opposite end of the original hill. It's going to be a triple launch coaster. So the way it works is it launches you, you get at least a quarter of a way up the first hill, and then you go backwards. It will launch you backwards up the spike, and it's a really
Oh
tall
my
spike.
goodness.
And then you'll go all the way back down. It'll launch you even more. Then you crest the original hill, and now you're back at, and that's the end of the ride. Top Thrill 2.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Somewhat simultaneously in Holiday World, Indiana, they're coming out with this kiddie coaster called Good Gravy.
Good gravy.
Okay,
Good gravy.
I'm gonna.
Thinking can't think of
I'm gonna put the announcement trailer for Good Gravy in the chat so you guys can watch this masterpiece for yourself. But the meme
man.
is Top Thrill Gravy.
Top Thrill Gravy.
Top Thrill gravy.
Yeah. The trailer is so over the top cheesy. No, it's corny. It's a corny trailer.
Whose idea was it to make a Thanksgiving themed coaster?
It's Holiday World, Reese. They've got
Oh, it's
Christmas.
Holiday World.
They've got 4th of July, I think. And now they've got like a Thanksgiving themed section of the park.
Wow.
It's Holiday World, the corniest park in the United States of America that I'm aware of.
I love the deliberately bad acting.
It's a gem, isn't it?
It's something. And I also like how at the end of the trailer they're like zooming out from the park and they show a track for a coaster and it just ends So there's like a point where they go up a hill and the track doesn't go any further, so it just launch them off into the stratosphere.
It's a Roller
I
Coaster
don't.
Tycoon 3 park.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, it's really something. So yeah, expect some kind of trip that Ivan and I will take in the near
Gotta
future.
get on good gravy.
Yeah, I mean, I know we want to go to Holiday World because we haven't been there yet, but we also want to go to Cedar Point to try out the new Top Thrill coaster.
I would. I have not ever ridden on Top Thrill Dragster. I could never bring myself to do it.
It's really something.
400 feet. It's a little much.
Yeah, it. I mean, it was a super short ride, like only 17 seconds long. But yeah,
Yeah.
that launch was so intense.
Oh man.
You know, it's like I was
It's-
afraid of swallowing at the wrong time.
I was afraid of.
That's how intense that launch was. So we're never gonna get that kind of launch again because it's a hydraulic launch, and that launch
Yeah.
was so unreliable because Intamin. And now that thing is completely gone. The whole point of this revamp is that they want to make it more reliable. So they hired a company that's trying that wants to be a bigger manufacturer called Zamperla, which is really great in like the flat ride arena. But now they're
Okay.
looking into doing roller coasters, and this is kind of their debut, refurbishing the Top Thrill Dragster.
Huh.
Ooh,
They're going from kiddie flat rides to this.
Oh man.
And a lot of people thought it was a joke. A lot of people thought, no, Zamperla's not doing it. Like,
Well, that's where you're wrong.
no, it's Zamperla. It's real. It's legit.
Are they qualified? No. Are they doing it? Yes.
Yes.
because why not?
Because America, that's why.
Because they were the cheapest bidder.
Okay, where is Zamperla based? I'm gonna look this up.
California.
I wouldn't be surprised if they originated outside the United States. I should know this stuff being a coaster nerd, but let's see now. They're Italian.
Oh. Ew.
Just the most genuine, just, oh. Ew. What's so funny was just like, oh. Why? Oh, you're
We
Italian?
make it the coaster, yeah. We make it the pasta. We make it the roller coaster, yeah. It's good today, yeah.
Gonna go drive on the kiddie coaster. You want to make a top thrill dragster? We make a top thrill dragster too. Whoa!
But yeah, they're
So what do we
going.
do?
They're going from this. That's a Zamperla ride. Going from this to this.
Ah, the wagon wheel. Oh, dang. Oh, that's a much higher spike than I thought.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's a
Whoa.
toy.
That's like is it taller than the other side, or is that just the perspective
It's
messing
the
with me?
perspective. They're the same height, both the spike and
I was gonna say
the
they've
top
got to
hat.
be close.
Yeah, they're about the same, if not exactly the same.
Jeez, that's terrifying.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh!
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's gonna be the world's highest public restroom.
Oh. Wait, what? Wouldn't that be considered that a jetliner plane though?
Nah.
Maybe. No. Oh, okay.
Nah. They've got the light. They've got the flashing lights on top. They'll be okay.
Oh
They've got
my
the flashing
gosh!
lights on top of the towers.
Those seats are
Oh.
crazy looking, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. These are new seats. New Zamperla seats. Yeah, they're the kind that go down. They'll just hold you by your lap and they may or may not have
Oh my.
seatbelts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Oh my
Because
no,
Ohio
no!
can't
All my boys.
I don't know about that one, Kyle.
can't have
I know
seatbelts
about
in
that one,
Ohio.
Chief.
It's okay. These
I'm
are hydraulic restraints. It'll be fine.
oh my gosh. Yeah, until the hydraulic line breaks. Oh my gosh.
I think they're
I
hydraulic.
I'm fairly daring when it comes to coasters, but my goodness.
Ivan and I will ride it, and if we survive, you can go.
What'd you say? You
Ivan and
cut
I
out
will
there
ride
for a
it, and if
second.
we survive, you can go.
Okay, cool. And if not, I'm gonna speak at your funeral and say I told you so. Oh,
This thing just,
wow.
it looks so unreal.
It really does. It's like I love coasters and everything, and I know why people love coasters, but I see a coaster like this and it makes me go back to my old self and wonder why people like roller coasters. Oh my gosh, that's
It,
just insane to me.
yeah, it is pretty crazy. People used to think that the corkscrew rides were insane when they were first built, back in like what, the 70s?
Well, could you imagine being back in that day when you've got all you've got are these little wooden, short ride coasters and everything,
Back when
and
you had to shape the tracks by hand. You heat them
yeah,
up and then you would manually adjust them.
ugh,
So all the profiling was hand built. This was before computers and automated manufacturing, and
yeah.
yeah, those rides aged. Well, not the best. They're pretty rough
They
nowadays.
definitely aged.
Yep, they're rougher than
Wow.
some wooden coasters now,
Oh yeah.
in my opinion. And plus, those seats, they're like built for dwarves. If you're like the height, if you're like 5'2", you'll be fine. But if you're anything over than that, then you'll be like, you've got these over the shoulder restraints, and you
You're
can't,
like compressed.
yeah, you're like this, So a
Oh,
short person could ride them, grandpa could ride it, but if
Yep.
Grandpa could ride it.
yeah, well, yeah,
Gramps, get on the coaster. Ooh.
I can't ride this. I have a heart condition. Well, Grandpa, you're the only one that fits, so get on the coaster.
Oh yeah, with Top Thrill Drew too, they lowered the height limit now. So now you can go
Really?
even shorter rides. I don't know what's the Top Thrill 2 height limit that they're advertising. Height requirement. Height requirement, not height limit.
Oh, okay.
Height requirement.
Height requirement.
Some rides do have a height limit, but yeah, not this one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I used my computer.
Hey.
Hey, Sam is back. Welcome back, Sam. How tall does little Timmy have to be to ride this thing now?
To ride the Top Fuel Dragster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new Top Thrill ride. Because it was originally 48 or was it 52?
I don't know.
The original one was 52 inches, so they may have shortened it to 48 or even 36, but I don't know. Probably not 36. Probably 48. Oh, there's a max height on Top Thrill. 78 inches.
Reese, you're out. Just
I
kidding.
think that's a flex. If too tall to ride Top Thrill. I think it's because of
78?
the finish sign. They were afraid of the finish sign clearance at the end of the ride.
That's 6'6". Am I right?
If you're not too, if
Yeah, that's
Modern women be like,
6'6".
not too
So
don't ride Top Fuel Dragster. Don't hit me up. Don't come in my DMs.
6'6". So there's a chance my dad would not be allowed to ride that.
Oh dear.
That's terrifying.
If you're not too tall for
Honestly,
Top Fuel Dragster, don't come in my
more,
DMs.
I'm more concerned about there being a height limit than a height requirement. Because a height requirement makes sense, you need the seatbelt to grab, but the height limit is what scares me. Because if you're just happen to be a tall person, you could die.
That's why.
Oh,
Let's see here. Do you remember when we talked about that really goofy coaster, also in Indiana, called Superstition Mountain, where you're sitting in a car that has a cage on it?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
That super, super sketchy one.
Yeah. I want to ride it.
Where it's like, let's send you through an industrial warehouse that's built underground in concrete tunnels
That's right.
inside a cage.
I'm good.
So weird.
Yeah, Chief, I'm out.
I do not want to ride it. We're gonna do it one of these days. We're gonna go out to Indiana Beach, and we're gonna ride it. We're gonna ride
I
Superstition Mountain.
still want I
Just have
still
fun.
want someone to convert an abandoned nuclear facility into an amusement park and have a roller coaster that goes through the actual reactor room. That'd be so cool.
Hmm. Well, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's look
Welcome
up.
to the Chernobyl
I need
experience.
to buy Chernobyl.
Yeah,
I need to
I
buy
gotta, guys, let's pool our money. We need to buy Chernobyl right now. We have a great idea.
Okay, I'm looking up defunct nuclear power plants. Nuka-land. Well, that's gonna be the new. Let's see. Okay, the first article that pulls up: nuclear power in Ireland. Okay. Right. Maybe because I
the
set my VPN to
the
Ireland.
the first the first new nuclear power um reactor opened in the U.S. for the first one in the last 7 years. Opened finally.
Oh, really?
Let's see now.
It'll be able to power like 500,000 homes or something like that.
Let's see here. Permanently,
Dang.
permanently shut down. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. Um, let's see here. I'm just gonna look up ones in the United States because we're gonna be here
There's
forever.
one in Germany.
There's there's quite a few in Germany actually.
Right, but there's an amusement park built inside of one in Germany.
What? What's it
Yes.
called?
Uh oh, it just had it. It's hang on. Wunderland Kalkner? I think that's how it's pronounced. Kalkar? Wunderland Kalkar.
I don't think that is what you think it is, Reese.
The Wunderland Kalkar is an amusement park on the grounds of an unused nuclear power plant with a swing ride inside of the cooling tower.
It's a real thing.
Dude, I'm looking at the pictures of it. It looks sick.
I'm looking this up. I want to see this thing for myself.
Wonderland Kalkar.
Wunderland Kalkar.
Oh, this is
Wunderland
epic.
Kalkar.
Look at that.
Here, I'm sending a picture of the swing.
Okay, send it.
How do you look this up?
Oh my goodness. I want to swing in a nuclear reactor in a
Oh my
Formula 1
gosh.
Dude, they painted the outside of the cooling tower to look like a mountain range.
Yeah, I see that. They've got
How do
climbing
you
walls on it.
how did you look this up?
I'm just sending pictures in Discord right
Well,
now.
how do you look it up though?
I just
What did you look up?
Googled nuclear power plant amusement park, and it came up with it. But you could just look up Wunderland Kalkar. WUNDER land, and then KALKER.
Huh.
Oh, there it is.
I didn't know this was a
Okay.
thing. That is epic.
It's so cool.
Huh.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, of course they've got a. Oh no, wait, that's a Russian one. There's a Russian
Some
city
Russian one.
that has a well, it's got a Ferris wheel with a nuclear logo on it. Of course. Whoa. This place looks cool.
Huh.
They don't have like a crazy amount of rides, but the landscape of it is cool.
Man.
Oh wow, the mountain range on the outside of the cooling tower. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very epic.
The swing in the middle is so cool to me because I mean that makes perfect sense. You're swinging around in a perfect circle, so you got
Somehow
this
seems
huge
less
cylinder.
terrifying than North Star at Valley Fair because that's out in the open.
Yeah.
And that one, you've got a metal bar that goes over your lap, and you've got a seat belt, and it just casually swings you around centrifugal force at 200 feet, if not more, and you're out in the open.
This picture of the swing is pretty sweet too. It's a bottom view.
Okay, I'm looking.
I'd totally ride that swing. That's pretty cool.
It looks
That is
so
pretty
cool.
epic.
And it's right by a shore. There's a shoreline right next to it. Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool.
That makes me so happy knowing that exists.
Yeah, Germany,
Because that's something I wanted to exist for so long.
and
That's
it's
awesome.
existed for a while. It's an actual
Whoa.
thing.
They light it up at night. They light up the tower at night.
Oh, that is cool. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. They
That
light
is
it up at
really
night.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
I love it.
Well, boys, I guess we gotta go to Germany.
Yep. We're going to Germany now. What part of Germany is this in?
Get some beer.
I believe it's in Kalkar, Germany, is the way I understood it, but I don't know where that is.
We gotta get the. Go just run off the autobahn. Take a left on the autobahn, and you will be at
We are looking for Wunderland
Wunderland
Kalkar.
Kalkar.
We
on
wish
the
to see the
Rhine.
nuclear power plant swing.
It's on the Rhine.
Is that what the river is?
Yeah, it's the Rhine.
Yeah, because I saw it was on a coast, but I didn't.
Oh, it's very close
Right
to the
on the
Netherlands.
shore. Hey, my home. My place of origin.
Yeah. Oh man, it's super close to the Netherlands. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
Well, I am happier now.
Yeah.
I am much happier now knowing that exists.
Totally epic.
Totally tubular. Get it? Because it's a cylinder. All the way back around to tubes. Tubes of bread, tubes of nuclear power plants. Let's go.
I'm still trying to figure out when state and federal tax worked 5 hours of work for me. Still trying to figure that one out.
What are you trying to figure out?
Aren't we all, Kyle?
When state and federal tax worked 5 hours of my job for myself to earn that money.
Yeah, because you definitely didn't get those hours off.
I don't remember that.
That's what I'm always wondering too, How the heck? When the heck did they take my place?
And suddenly everybody's very quiet.
Yeah, because now we're depressed again.
We're all thinking about. He made us think about taxes, Sam.
Yeah, we gotta think about taxes.
How to instantly induce depression and up taxes.
The carefree aura of this channel is just completely gone the moment you mention taxes.
The second I mention taxes.
Yeah. All of the beauty and whimsy of that nuclear power plant amusement park is now destroyed.
Yeah.
Or what really happens when I talk about taxes?
I don't want to worry about taxes until, for the next couple of months. It's not tax season yet, don't remind me.
Yeah, I still have the rest of this year to worry about that. To not worry about that, excuse me.
Yeah.
No, I'm always worried.
Right. Yeah, we'll wait until after New Year's.
Yes.
And tax season begins, and it's like, okay, I'm going to do my taxes ASAP.
I like to cram for my taxes like you do for a test. I like to wait until the last minute. I do my best tax work when I'm on the deadline. Meanwhile, all accountants are just like,
How can you add more Discord sounds into there, I wonder?
I wish there was a way to do
know.
that. It doesn't seem like there's any way you can do that unless you get your own soundboard thing, which is, in my experience, is pretty sketchy. But yeah, if only there's a way to, input. I don't know. If I have to pay for more sounds, no. Never gonna happen.
yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I may be a child, but I'm not wasting money on new sounds.
When it's springtime. Springtime in the barn. Me and Rachel went to the zoo lately and we saw all the monkeys. It's just so crazy. Look at this dude. What if you see this dude trying to steal your girl? What are you gonna do when this dude tries to steal your girl? What's his name? We gotta caption what's his name.
Oh man.
What's his name?
His name is Greg.
He looks like he would go by like T-Biz or something.
You go like what?
It's my boy T-Biz.
T-Biz.
We've officially lost our minds.
T-Biz trying to steal your girl.
P-Biz.
Why does it always devolve into monkey?
Yeah, sooner or later it just devolves into monkey.
At this point, I just need to get a tattoo of a gorilla on me. Like,
No.
what? No.
Have some self-respect, man. Come on. Just this gorilla. You just get the gritty gorilla.
Oh dear.
I just get one of the gorilla puppet.
Get a tattoo T-Biz on your back.
That just sounds like something you'd regret later on in life.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright, we'll wrap this video up. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but I think it's going to be the longest video we've ever produced.
Yeah, good luck, Kyle. Good luck with that.
I just love how these
Good luck.
podcasts are getting progressively longer.
Yeah, it'll just be like, all right, we're just gonna live stream, and then even if we're not all talking to each other, it'll just be this constant feed of just nothingness.
I mean, as you can see here on the footage, you know, this is pretty choppy. This is the first time we tried doing, like, faces. The way we should have done it is we should have recorded our separate webcams on our own devices and then just sent it all to me. That way we wouldn't have all this buffering. But we don't.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Let the people see the crappy process of us figuring out how to do stuff.
Yeah, every video that we've done with the podcast, it's a slightly different setup. We've never had consistency.
I suppose I should probably hop off.
All right. We'll wrap this up. Hopefully everyone here watching this enjoyed. If you made it to the end, bravo.
Hopefully there's something for anyone to
There's something,
enjoy.
yeah, something for everyone here.
Somewhat.
See,
Yeah.
At least something for someone here, you know.
There's gotta be something.
If you want to figure out that there's a nuclear power plant amusement park, this is the video for you.
Yeah, this is the video for
Yes, that is arguably the
That's
most
the
important.
clickbait we have to use. Nuclear power plant, Chernobyl amusement park. What?
Roller coaster review gone wrong. Just red arrows everywhere pointing at nothing, and one of us going, "No way!" What is that, Kyle?
That's perfect. There we go, right there. That looks.
Sam, did you actually do that?
I'm completely destroying the bandwidth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like it's struggling.
Okay, well, that's going to be our outro. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. Goodbye.